We just died. We were very close to a boil, but we did not achieve a boil on a ½ ounce of fuel. Very close. It actually was rumbling pretty good. Flame just died. So that was 2 cups of water in a Heineken pot with a ½ ounce of fuel on this stove. And it is bone dry and hot. Bone dry. So ½ ounce of fuel was not enough to bring 2 full cups of water. I measured it before I put it in to a boil, but it was very close. I would dare say it was around 209, 210. However, these were inside conditions, perfect conditions, no wind, tap water, room temperature tap water, probably high 60s. So definitely more than, and that did not fill this up at all. It was just I was testing a ½ ounce. So we'll do a test with 3/4 of an ounce and see how it does on this pot. Now we're going to try ½ ounce on the Imusa pot to see if it will be enough to boil in this particular burner. We also have 2 cups of water in here. Kind of dying out here. Last few drops. Let's take a look and see if we ever got. Oh, we got a rolling boil. Look at that. Just started and stopped all in one beat there. So we did get a bit of a boil. Actually, I think it required the lid to stay on. Had I not opened the lid, it may have stayed boiling. As you can see, there's just a little bit of flame there still. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. It was dying as we were getting it, but it did get the rolling boil on the ½ ounce of fuel in the Imusa pot. So that's good to know. So the Imusa pot with 2 cups of water on this stove here beat out the Heineken beer can pot with 2 cups of water. This one reaching the ½ ounce fuel boil, and this one coming very close but just not quite on the ½ ounce fuel 2 cup boil. Seconds apart. So I think if I just kicked it up a little more than a ½ ounce, maybe not quite 3/4 of an ounce, but just below that maybe, I think I'd have a good boil test indoors. I think for outdoors, camping and such forth in the outer weather where I have some wind difficulties, I do have a windscreen for that, but I think that simple things like that would cause the conditions would be a little more harsh possibly, and possibly would need to use 3/4 of an ounce to boil 2 cups of water. So that's good to know. I've got it to where a ½ ounce will definitely percolate a 1.5 cups of coffee, which is right down here at the bottom of this star on this can, and to do 2 cups, which is at the bottom of this room, it's about 3/4 of an ounce of fuel. So that's indoor condition testing. I will do some outdoor camping testing as well, and I'll show you how this whole kit's going to go together and what all I'm taking with it. Alright, here's my kit and everything that I'll probably take on my trip. My Heineken pot, and just a generic safety cut lid for that. I won't be boiling much in that, but I will use it for the percolator, so if I'm using it with the percolator I don't need the extra lid, but it's just nice to have in case. My new stove I just acquired. Nice little stove here. My Imusa 10 centimeter. This is the lid that I'm using for it. This is from Walmart. It's a little skillet thing they have. I use a piece of silicone tubing with plastic BBs in each end to keep it in there. I've made a cozy for my beer can pot out of window screen for the car. I bring along a cloth just for wiping it out and drying it on the trail. This is my percolator setup. You can see that in a couple of my other videos. And my sippy lid for my Heineken pot for when I'm drinking my coffee. I'm going to bring this fuel bottle full and this fuel bottle probably full as well to start with, but it's the only one I have that has exact measurements on it now, so I can measure out milliliters or ounces exactly, and of course a lighter. And that's going to be my whole kit.